What's up, alien savages, and welcome to another episode. Wow. Do you know Billy Carson? He's like 53, he's black, and he is like the creator of this forbidden knowledge, I think it's called, his site. And he's so full of ancient wisdom, and he's just spitting truth hardcore everywhere right now. Like 4 months ago, he's been on the Joe Rogan Experience and the Know Thyself podcast from my friend um, Andre. And I yesterday, I'm like, did I shift in a reality where he exists? And this came out 4 months ago. So I watched yesterday both of those podcasts, and wow, this so warms my heart that it's so in mainstream these days. You know, like on Joe Rogan, it has over 5 million views, on Andrew, like 3.5 million views, the podcast. Or Terrence Howard, maybe you also know him. He's like the actor. He's also like 40 something, 50, I don't know. He's also black, and he was also on Joe Rogan like 5-6 months ago or so. This has like 10 million views, and they're just spitting truth about the structure of reality, the Anunnaki, all of this stuff. Scientifically proven, so for mainstream digestible. And yeah, it just really warms my heart to see this being so in mainstream. So yeah. This makes me really happy. So check it out. Check it out. Because it's not woo woo blah blah. No, this is something my scientific brother could understand, and it's all in these ancient tablets written down in stone. You see, we have evidence. You don't just need to like listen to aliens and start to channel and access the Starship record yourself, which you cannot prove in the 3D. No, we have like so much proof. It's all out there. Have you looked? So yeah, this just really warms my heart. But it's all like we're all shifting a reality based on our internal reality. And for the last years, maybe I created the state that I'm this weird alien. And thus I got those reflections on the outside. But now I've so grounded it and normalized it. And thus I get the reflections that they're these super awake souls that are just so grounded and bring all the universal truth in a scientific, accurate, digestible, proven record, so we can all agree that it's self-evidence. So yeah, this makes me really happy. So I can like focus on, okay, what's my goal? Why am I here? What is my purpose? And mine was always, and kind of is always in this life theme, to go ahead and be a symbol in sharing my life. In a sense, I'm a symbol of what's to come. Like I always see like, okay, what is missing, and then I embody that so other people can get more and more comfortable. And right now it's all about what I so many times talked about, like all this shape-shifting stuff and pulling in sentient technology, all that stuff. And I really see that a bunch of us, I see like this round table, this co-creation of this Earth Avengers team, that a bunch of us, it's like, I don't know, 100 people or so, more or less, will really activate our suit, you know? You know how I like really really dig into the Anunnakis when they came, like our true history, you know, and when they came and when they altered our DNA, they actually put in our DNA so much power and potential that when we fully turn on our suit, we are quote unquote more powerful than our creators, the Anunnaki, you know. So, and 99% of our DNA is chunk DNA. No, it's not. It's just like not activated. And this is what we're doing. Like we're really activating our psychic abilities. It's crazy. So this is what I'm here to do. I'm really activating my suit right now, and I'm here to report back, tell you about it. Like, hey, what have I discovered about myself in an embodied way, like actually experientially. And if I do a podcast, you can know Ferdi has some news, because with my free will, I can do all kinds of social media content, overshare, do my German rap show, whatever. But what I quote unquote have to do is like what I just said, being a symbol and reporting back. And this right now looks like doing a podcast in English every week or so, or every 3-4 days, just reporting back on my individual journey of being an embodiment of this all. So let's dive into it. Like, wow, oh my God. So, I got into meditation, and these days, I'm like really thriving right now. I'm really in the upward spiral. I found my joy again. I really closed this chapter of this darkness cycle that I really like explored to the fullest, and now I'm out of this, and it's so easy for me to see the positive in everything and be in my joy, practice healthy lifestyle choices. Like, I'm in the gym every day, sauna, ice bath every day, and my body is like fit again. I'm thriving. I'm getting so strong again. It's now like my body already wants to move, wants to, like, I feel so good in my suit, like really like how I felt in my quote unquote prime, like in my mid-20s. I feel so good right now. So this is amazing. I was missing that. The last 1-2 years I really struggled, like low energy. My unhealthy relationship I was in the last 1.5 years is like, and really like with my mental health struggling, like what's the point? And I went into that to the fullest to now come full circle. So overall, I really feel like I came out of the cycle, and also it always goes in waves. Like after every expansion, which I'm right now, I'm in an expansion phase, comes a what's the word? Constriction. But the trend goes up. It goes like in these waves, but the trend goes up, and I felt like this overall darkness phase, I really had to experience the darkness from all angles to now be a more integrated human, because otherwise I'm just a shallow light being, and now I'm like carrying some depth in all aspects, because tell me any shit, I tell you I've been there. So, and even now knowing that, right now I'm in a expansion phase, and then anytime soon might come a constriction. I'm now so equipped, I have all the tools, all the permission slips to really also make those phases exciting. Like, oh, I wake up with pain in my chest and my shoulder. Okay, I need to really go internally today. There's something my higher self wants to tell me. There's something to unwrap, and I need to sit in meditation for a couple hours and really go into that, and not getting caught up in my physical mind blah that wants to create stories and trying not to look at what's happening. No, actually, I'm fully here. I'm so aware these days, so present, hyper aware. Like, my awareness is, whoa. And I love sharing that with Faye. Like, this other evening where we had the nights of musicians, what a beautiful night. And Faye and I, we talked like 2 hours the last days about this evening, unpacking what happened there energetically, emotionally, like on all the levels. Because her and I were just on this hyper aware state where we just notice, oh, I just moved my phone, where we just notice everything that's going on. So this is like one of the superpowers. Really being present with what's going on, like this hyper presence and awareness. When you feel something in your body, that you feel it immediately, like, oh, you said this in my heart, like on the right side, there's like, I feel so, and then I can go inward and pinpoint what this is the root stemming from and unpack it in the moment, like this level, it's really cool. It's really cool. But also really trippy that this is why it's so important to learn how to suit up, how to shield, how to protect yourself. Like yesterday night, I was on such a high vibe and I walked into 7-Eleven. You know, they have like the hospital lights and it was crowded, full of Israelis and they were all staring at me because I was like on this really high vibe and then my eyes, they look so alien, you know. I was like, oh shit, I'm not shielded at all. Like, whoa, this is like penetrating me. Whoa. So check out. I put it in my Insta story recently from my friend Rion from United Collective. How to cloak his video. It's in my alien stuff playlist. If you go to my website vegansavage.com, I have a really nice YouTube playlist called Alien Stuff, and there's like my favorite videos in it. It's a lot of Daryl Anker interviews because they're just so good. Hello, 2024, you really gotta understand or how does he like to say it? Understand? I don't know. I'm already having an accent, so I just try to speak English, you know? Really understand the universal, like the structure of reality and embody it. Like, it's otherwise you're like, I don't know where you're gonna shift, but we gotta really embody it. Really come into the knowingness and apply the knowledge in a way that serves us and everyone. Dum dum dum. So yeah. Let me catch you up to speed. So, you know, I got into meditation and now going to the gym every day, just naturally after I train. Right now my split is chest back, shoulder arms, and legs. And when I'm done with my training, like yesterday I had legs, and at the end I always love to stretch. And like I get a yoga mat in front of the mirror in the middle of the gym. I stretch and then I drop into a meditation. It's just like so my excitement, you know. These days it's like, it's funny. I'm saying I'm so aware, and also I have often no clue. It's just I'm acting on my intuition, and I'm just trusting it. Because if my physical mind comes in and questioning what I'm doing right now, I'm lowering my vibration, kinda. Because sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just like doing things intuitively. Or it's like I know what I'm doing, but I don't want to know. I just want to do it intuitively. And afterwards, I can think about it. I did it because of this and puzzle it together. But in the moment, I just so love to act on my intuition and not think about it. So I was meditating. And you know, my third eye is like really turned on. My visuals are really strong these days. And let me remind you, I take no substances whatsoever right now. Like I haven't taken anything since I took off like ayahuasca half a year ago. I'm like completely sober because I had like a big challenge coming back in my body and being grounded. And now I am like really grounded these days and also like really awake. Like I don't need drugs anymore. Even though I got the excitement and I got some microdose pills of magic mushrooms because I want to enhance my experiences soon, like at the waterfall, just like a little bit. And mushrooms for me it's like medicine in a sense. It's like a supplement, you know. It's like I really love mushrooms. I'm so sensitive these days that like things like LSD or MDMA, it feels so artificial in my body. And don't get me wrong, like I love LSD and MDMA. I had some of my best days on these drugs. But these days I feel like I over because I'm just it, you know. I became DMT, you know. It's really funny. And mushrooms are just like, it's like eating blueberries, it feels like. So yeah, I'm gonna keep you up to date. Let's take a deep breath, fully exhale. And inhale. So I meditate and my third eye is like really turned on that I like visually, I see things that are happening energetically so strongly. Because everything is energy. Everything is energy. As above, so below. Everything down here is also just energy. It's just like more dense because the energy is like so close together and like making things seem solid, but it's still all energy. And it's first upstairs in spirit, like the blueprint, and then crystallizing down here in the 3D. And when I meditate and then I go upstairs in spirit, and I can really connect to all the higher selves of the people in the gym. And I see all the wires from the physical mind going up to the higher mind. And it's important to have a visual, because what is a visual? It's your imagination. It's like it's all your imagination, you know? And it's so powerful to have like clear visuals with your imagination on what's going on energetically. So you can see what's happening energetically. If you see it visually, you can make more sense of it. You can sort it more. It's more grounded. You can work with it better. This is how it is for me. And let me remind you, I'm a baby when it comes to that. Like other people like Rion, he's way further than that. Like his third eye is so open. Like when he talks about that, I'm like, oh my God, I don't even know if I want that right now. And how he's critting places and stuff. I'm a baby when it comes to that. And still half of the time, I don't even know what I'm doing. But I get like really clear visuals using my imagination on what's happening. Like I can feel the energies and then I put a visual to it. Like all the souls I can sense around me and those wires going up and then connecting to their higher minds. And then like my job is so much, and I think this counts for all of us, but just speaking about me, like this is really strongly for me. It's like bringing balance. I so clearly see what is out of balance, and then naturally my excitement is to balance that. Like there were like 3 women around me. One I could feel she's like struggling with her image, how she looks, like she wants to lose weight, and I could just feel that in her energy field. So I was sending her like this energy of like, hey, like it's always love, you know? It's like the supportive love, like this beacon, this vessel of unconditional love, radiating. And often people just need someone to like support them. So I was sending her this energy of like, hey, you're going to the gym, like good job, I believe in you, wow. And then the other woman next to me, I could sense she has like some demons, you know, some trauma, some deep-rooting negative beliefs. She's here in Kopangan and she wants to face them. And I was like really like, wow, sending her that like yeah, go in there, go internally, you got this. The woman on the other side, I could feel she was like, she wants to step more in her power. She wants to be more secure in herself, believe in herself. She's like still these beliefs of being like shy and insecure, things like that I could sense. And then I was like sending her those vibrations of like I believe in you. Like it's always love, you know. It's like it's just like putting words to it is so lame, you know, because it's all energy. And then when you just like send those energy waves of whatever I can feel a person needs to come more into a balanced, integrated way, it just comes so natural to me. And yeah, I don't know, this is my kink. I love that shit, you know? I became this beacon of unconditional love and I radiated to other people. And I get on such a high vibe. It's so cool. I open my eyes, I look myself in my eyes. I'm like, whoa, I'm glowing and my eyes are like big and it's like, whoa. And I go in the sauna and ice bath and like yesterday I was in a really high vibe, in a grounded way. I felt really good in my body. That's why I love healthy lifestyle choices, because I feel good in my body, so I can hold such a high frequency in a way that feels good in my body. This for me is like being grounded, when it feels good in your body. And I have like full on DMT vision in like microdosing DMT. As you might know, I love to smoke DMT And I also microdose DMT a lot, where I just like took like a little hit, like 1 or 2 little hits, and then I got full on DMT vision in a microdose way, where I kept my eyes open and I was like in nature and was walking around in the forest and how I saw reality like super HD, and I see how everything is alive, everything is consciousness, everything. And I see the codes, the auras, like it's like all this energetic encoding in everything, and it's like glowing and crystallizing. It's so cool. And this is how I see reality soberly these days, a lot. And yesterday, Ice Bath Sauna, I was full on. I was like, whoa, I look at, like, souls, other humans and animals, they're the most solid thing ever. And they're glowing because I see like their highest potential. I see their higher selves. And I see all these walking gods. I'm like, whoa, I wish they could see how I see them. Whoa. Whoa. Let's take a deep sip. So, yeah, it feels really good. These days, being so grounded and really high vibe at the same time. Yeah, I'm excited to re-listen to my latest private session with Bashar, because there I asked him a lot about DMT and he was like, up to you, Ferdi. Don't worry, you will always come back. And also, if you want to experience it in a more grounded way, go into deep nature. This is what Bashar told me. And I love that I picked this route. Like, I still almost every day go with Faye to the waterfall. And yeah, I'm leaving soon as well. Like, we go. It's like a little secret waterfall birthday party. This like happening soon. So yeah, this feels amazing. Because I was always saying like I want to experience it as Ferdi. And if I'm like on plant medicine, I skipped some frames. It's not really me. This avatar, this what I call Ferdi that I've experienced now 32 years, what I call sober reality. I want to experience it as that because I'm so invested in me, you know. I don't want to skip frames and be too much my higher self already. I don't want to skip any frames. I want to like really experience it like I feel like I'm in control. And this, yeah, I talked about it, I think, in my latest podcast. So this feels really good doing it like the sober way and going into nature and all this stuff. Yeah, I feel really good these days. So yeah, check out Billy Carson. I link you those 2 podcasts down below if I don't forget. Yeah, and like really in the past also, now that I think about it, when I like was like so alien and so into aliens, on my LSD trips and stuff, I was like constantly looking up in the sky and like, aliens, UFOs, come, kind of like pick me up, and kind of like pedestaling them, that they are like, because they're higher vibrational, some of them, that they're better than me. And they were telling me like clearly, no, don't do this. Like this pushes us further away from you. You have to meet us as equals, because we are. If you would just know how powerful you are. Why do you think we chose this limiting experience called being a human being in this timeline? We're like so powerful to come down here in these like little bodies. So I really put aliens aside especially the last half year. I put aliens to the side and established a direct connection to God, to source, to all that is, to the creator, to myself, whatever you want to call it, all the same. Direct connection. Seeing God in everything, and mostly myself. And the more I see it in myself, the more I see it in everything. Like how I see nature these days, and how I interact with nature, and like how I see animals, like cats and dogs. Oh my God. I love animals so much because they really know themselves. There's no doubt in who they are. They're completely in their sovereign nature. Like most humans walking around, they like barely figure out who they are and we like got so limited to only make it to 120 years. So by the time we remember who we are really, we already die. So it's like all stretched out that we come to this awakening point so late. So we can shift now in a golden age that is really solid and prolonged. We're in this coming into the silver age and then into a golden age. And it's like the question, I wonder, how can we make a golden age that lasts? Like we see all these golden ages in like Atlantis and Lemurian, they rise and they fall. And I love Bashar's story of that we are becoming the sixth hybrid race, fully activating our suit. And then we merge with all the other hybrid races, like the Sasani and the Pleiadians and the hybrid kids and the Yahyel and so on, like all the hybrid races. We merge into the seventh hybrid race, the Anuhet. And then we experience peace in the galaxy, 100,000 years of peace. And then probably even longer, like then it's splitting and different things, like because we're always like evolving, the seventh hybrid race, the Anuhet, like how the Anunnaki, like we're all Anunnaki, you know? And some of the Anunnaki became the Pleiadians, and some of the Anunnaki, like, it's like, you know, welcome to the multiverse. Oh, it's so funny. Like, yeah, the more I know, the more questions I have. Like, I have a lot of questions about the Craze recently, because the Craze always pop up in all the ways. I'm like, they're always Craze, you know? Like, wherever I look. And then I'm like, there's something, a big piece of the puzzle missing for me about the Craze that I don't have answers yet at all. But it's like, then I'm like, okay, Ferdi, you're so far out. Come back to like our true history of our history on Earth, like really puzzling together when the Anunnaki came and the Atlantis and the Egyptian times, and like really learning from our past, our direct past, like what was Jesus actually saying, and like now embodying Christ conscious myself, becoming the beacon of love, like we're all becoming that, and the 144,000 of us, we're all like holding this high vibe together, and thus by holding this grid, we really allow the earth to shift, and we're creating a new collective. This is right now kind of like, I always come back to that, because this is where we're at right now. Then like, Ferdi, you're too far out. Don't worry, those answers will come, but they give you nothing right now. I really come so back in the presence right now that these days I'm listening to so much music, I'm dancing every day. And I go to the aesthetic dances right now. There's like a big one here on the island on Friday and on Sunday. And I really make an effort now to go to them and dance. And when I have a good dance, like I did on Sunday, I have like this afterglow for the next 2-3 days, because it's like such a orgasmic, organic high. And then it's just like, it keeps you dancing more. Then I just dance more. And it's like letting the energy move through and being present and listening to music and let it all come to me in a way that feels good, knowing that this is it. Like, we have arrived. It doesn't get better than that. Like, once you really embody whatever is to come, it's not better than this. Like, what is going to be better? It's going to be different, but not better. That everything is already here. And we will always discover more. It's like this unwrapping Christmas gifts 24/7. And making it in the present fun, like having a nice Christmas tree and nice gifts, and with your family, having a good food, feeling good in your body, and then making it like fun and ceremonial and dropped in. So this is what I'm all about now, creating the now, really vibey and being present and enjoying it, you know, like really, I have arrived. And like, if you look at my reality, like I live in paradise, I have the best house, the best girlfriend, I'm healthy, I'm young, and how could I not enjoy that? Like these small things, like riding my scooter, listening to music, it's everything. So I'm now so much more present. This overthinking is just the biggest shit ever. I really tend to overthink. I see like these archetypes, and I'm one of those that is like really mind strong, and I overthink, and it's just... It's not a fun state. It's like killing you. It's just, there's no answers coming, and the state of being is not fun. and you don't letting it flow. It actually all wants to come to me, and I'm in the way by overthinking. So I'm just like 3-1. Like this podcast, I really don't think anymore. What am I gonna say? Like, it's just like, I'm excited to make a podcast. I sit here, I press record, and I mumble the first 10 minutes a little bit, and then it's just like, it is whatever it is. Like, whatever wants to come through, comes through. And this overthinking shit, just putting that out is, and it's challenging. Like, it wants to come back so badly. Like, I've established just such a good overthinking routine. And now it's like I call bullshit immediately. I watch myself. I'm like, oh, fertig, call bullshit. And then I like, for like many permission slips, I have like this hand giving you a visual. This hand coming in your brain and taking most of the thoughts out. Taking deep breath. Dropping into silence. And then just letting the answers come to you, like those intuitive hits. Just go to the gym, 3-2-1. Don't overthink it. Just go. Often if I don't know, I'm just like, okay, I want to move. I want to like leave the house. I just go on my scooter. I don't know where I'm going. I go on the scooter, listen to music, drive around. I'm in the side street, and then all these puppies come and run to me. And it's like, God loves you. God always has your best interest. Everything is for you. Everything serves you. So just allow it to come to you. So you're excited to move, leave the house, and just see how it all just finds you if you let it unfold. But if you're just sitting at home, overthinking it even more, it's getting in a really weird state for me. So I just often leave the house, I'm on my scooter, and the things just come to me. And then I'm out and about all day, and I look back and I had the best day, Dum, dum, dum. And I'm so excited to start podcast with Faye. Faye has so much medicine to bring. But yeah, I feel like we really worked through her beliefs, and we're doing a podcast soon. Like one thing she the other day brought to me, she's like, Ferdi, when I masturbate, she's often not even, like she doesn't watch porn, mostly. Or not at all, I don't know. She doesn't even use her imagination. And I was like, what? But isn't it like so powerful to school your imagination? And I'm like, yeah, my imagination is already so good, but can I masturbate and just being present with myself, with my own pleasure? And then I tried it the other day, and whoa, like I'm gonna challenge you now. Masturbate without porn and without your imagination, and just really diving as deep as you can in the sensations in your body, in the pleasure, and feel it and get high on that. Like, whoa, yeah, this is so I did that the other day, and it was really like a trippy experience to be so present and like having my eyes open and looking at my cock, and it like really turned me on. But then to actually come, I quote unquote, I used my imagination, but I still kept my eyes open. And it was a really like whatever, like spiritual, like it was like really, I haven't experienced that like that. So this was, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like right now, I'm so drawn to like more awareness, more presence. Like yesterday, Faye and I, we made love, and it was one of the best times ever. Cause it's like, oh, like if two beings come together that are like such light beings and are so far in the game and so present and so aware, and then merging the energies with that intention, like in the state of being. Like her and I, we had a really powerful day, fully resourced in our center. Like she was meditating all day, I was doing healthy lifestyle choices, and then we came together. Wow. Like it's all here all along. Like this is the trip. This is the trip. This is the trip. Like where do you want to go, And I know we always want to like evolve. Like it's always about becoming, and it's so fun. Like every day we unwrap Christmas gifts, but it's already like this is it, you know. And then you like, I pulled the ordinary or mundane, what is it called? Ordinariness, I think, card in my Osho tarot deck 3 times in a row now, and it's clearly telling me, my higher self, Ferdi, find the happiness, find it all in the small things, in the ordinary, in the normal things, the day-to-day things, like your scooter ride, music, making a coffee, going in the gym, moving your body, going in the ice bath, meeting your friends, bumping into strangers, sharing laugh, bumping and bouncing around, seeing nature, cuddling the dogs and the cat, and it's just like, wow. The things I'm doing for decades already, these same, but now on this vibration. Hyper present, hyper aware, hyper sensitive. Wow. So trippy. So much richness in it. And this is it. Happiness is so simple. It's the small things, you know, and they add up, and it's like, wow. And this allows, by fully integrating everything that's here right now, this is actually the stepping stone to get to the next level. Don't you get it? You gotta like see and take and fully what's right in front of you to get to the next level. You cannot skip it. So often in the past I wanted to skip. I wanted already like the aliens and the UFOs, like all to come here and to skip what is right in front of me. And now I like really see it, like becoming the best human. Activating our suit. Like this suit is it. It's inside of us. Okay, I gotta go. This was a nice quickie. I really enjoyed it. So yeah. Yeah, I see you here soon. I keep you up to date, and yeah, send me feedback on Instagram, Insta DMs, or on WhatsApp. I keep the YouTube comments off for now, because I really feel the shift that I unplug from these weird haters that are like, I'm like, what are you still doing here? Like, my content is this right now, and it has been for a long time. Like, I was this Ferdi back then, but I'm not this anymore. Like, now I'm this, and I'm going this way. So whoever resonates, that's great. I love you. You're my alien savages. You're my fam. This is my collective. We're a family. And who isn't, I want to like unplug from those energies and not feed them. So right now having the YouTube comments off for like a couple months or whatever feels amazing. And then let's see, because I really am excited to shift into a healthy community, like vibration to like vibration. And right now it feels like this transitioning phase of people are unplugging and new people are plugging in, and I just don't want to like have these weird energies, like allow that in, like boundaries, you know. Like in my day-to-day life I have amazing people that fully see me, and who I am this way is the most normal thing ever. And why would I like plug into people who tell me something is wrong with me, like whatever? Like, why would I like tell it to me in my face? Come here to Kopangan or send me a message on WhatsApp, but if you don't have my number, like, you don't know me, you know? So yeah, feels really healthy to just close the space down below in the comments. And yeah, I'm really excited to hear your feedback on Insta DMs or WhatsApp. Okay, that's it. Sending you so much love from Kopangan. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for listening. Until next time. Peace out.